Hello, hello. I'm here to just give a little bit of a rundown on the Strand Arc Warlock build I've got going on. Basically just combining boltcharge and swarmers and threadlings proccing the boltcharge to just kind of automate the entire loop by only shooting a primary. So how this works is we have a voltshot weapon. It can be mostly any voltshot weapon. I like the bow the best. Uh, Whatever you're most comfortable with if you don't have access to this one in particular. So, by applying voltshot, by just shooting stuff, we are getting voltcharge stacks thanks to our artifact. And because of our fragment that severs targets on precision damage, and we're a bow, so we're going to be hitting headshots, we'll also be severing targets, which releases blinding bursts, which is just lovely. And our sever is also buffed. So, all in all, wonderful stuff. The other half is our swarmers are going to be unraveling everything. So we have strand focused abilities with Devour, because obviously Devour, but our strand focused abilities let us put tangles and threadlings out constantly. And every tangle we pop will then make two threadlings that will then unravel more stuff, which then with Horde Shuttle spawns more threadlings that unravels more stuff. You don't even need a strand weapon in the loop, which is really quite nice. The only two fragments that are really needed is this to get your grenade and melee energy back really quickly because you're doing so much darkness and light damage together, and then this to trigger the severing to then trigger the blind, and also have an access to sever in any way, shape, or form because this is our only one. If you want to change things, if you don't want woven mail and would rather just have, say, permanent damage resistance, that's fine. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's really a flexible build. The core idea is really all you need, and that is Voltshot to apply debuffs and Swarmers to apply Unravel. That's the main loop. As far as the other weapons, I have a Euphony, and I'm in love with this thing, so I use it as much as I can. In the solo dungeon, I needed to change power weapons, so I had Queenbreaker and 1K Voices, and then just whatever special weapon you happen to like at that time, preferably Strand, so that you can further feed into things with unraveling rounds and whatnot. Uh, I like this one. You could use Scatter Signal. There's some Strand shotguns, all kinds of options. So there's really no set you need this or that. I guess other than Swarmers. Swarmers really does make it all work. But for the weapon side of things, Volt Shot, Strand, and whatever the heck you like. The other sort of side, I guess, is you could run, if you don't like Volt Shot, if you don't have a Volt Shot weapon that you like, but you really like area denial grenade launchers, grab yourself a Rolling Storm Psychopomp. That generates the bolt charge for you. You miss out on the blinding bursts, but that's, not the worst thing in the world. Uh, and then you would go to a hatchling weapon for a strand primary. This generates more threadlings, so you get more on the strand side of things, but you lose out on a little bit of the arc explosion. At the end of the day, it really just depends. Do you like green explosions more or blue explosions more? They're both extraordinarily effective, but this setup more easily allows you to run a power weapon exotic should you so choose. And that's really the core of it. That's the whole idea. I have a little bit of footage from the expert nightfall I ran, or not expert nightfall, expert nether. I do hope that you try out a little bit of Strand arc action. I feel like it's really good right now. It's going to be getting better as the season progresses. Go make some friends.